Hi everyone, I am K.Kavitha, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, A.D.M.COLLEGE for Women, Nagapattinam. Today we see about Python operators. Python operators. Python operators are the constructs which can manipulate the value of operands. These are symbols used to the purpose of logical, arithmetic and various other operations. Consider the expression 4 plus 5 equal 9. Here 4 and 5 are called operands and plus is called operator. In this tutorial, we will study the different types of Python operators. What are the types of Python operators? There are Python language support the following types of operators. First one, arithmetic operator, comparison, that means relational operator, assignment operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, membership operator and identity operators. Python arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematical operations or numerical values. These operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, models, exponent and floor divisions. Operator and description. First one, addition. It is used to add two operands. For example, if A equal to 10 and B equal to 10, A plus B equal to 20. Subtraction. It is used to subtract the second operand from the first operand. If the first operand is less than the second operand, the value results negative. For example, if A equal to 20, B equal to 5, then A minus B equal to 15. Divide. It returns the quotient after dividing the first operand by the second operand for example, if A equal to 20, B equal to 10, A divided by B equal to 2. Multiplication. It is used to multiply one operand with the other. For example, if A equal to 20, B equal to 4, A into B equal to 80. Remainder. It returns the remainder after dividing the first operand and the second operand. For example, if A equal to 20, B equal to 10, A divided by B equal to 0. Exponent. As it calculates the first operand power to the second operand, it is an exponent operator. Floor division. It provides the quotient's floor value, which is obtained by dividing the two operands. Python comparison operator. Next one, comparison operator. Comparison operators compare the value on either side of them and decide the relation among them. They are called relational operators. These operators are equal, not equal, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. Operator equal. Equal is, for example, 4 equal to 5 is not true. Not equal, 4 not equal 5 is true. Greater than, 4 greater than 5, which is not true. Less than, 4 less than 5, which is true. Greater than or equal to, 4 greater than or equal to 5, which is not true. Less than or equal to, 4 less than or equal to, which is true. Assignment operator. They are used to assign values to variables. These operators include simple assignment operators, addition assign, subtraction assign, multiplication assign, division assign and assign operators. For example, operator, assignment operator, A equal to 10. This is A is assigned to the value of the A. 10 is value of the A. Addition assignment, A plus equal to 5, which is same as A equal to A plus 5. Subtraction operator assignment, A into equal to 5, which is same as A equal to A into 5. Multiplication, A into equal to 5. A equal to A into 5. Division, A divided by equal to 5, which is same as A equal to A divided by 5. Remainder assignment, A percentage equal to 5, which is same as the A equal to A percentage of 5. Exponent assignment, A exponent equal to 2. It is the same as A equal to A exponent 2. Floor division, A floor division equal to 3. It is same as A into A whole division by 3. Bitwise operator. Bitwise operator works on bits and perform bits by bit operation. Assume if A equal to 60 and B equal to 13. Now if in that binary form their values will be 0011, 100 and 0001101 respectively. They list out the bitwise operator supported by Python language with an example each. In those we use the two variables A and B is an operand. Binary AND, which is set each bit for 1 if both bits are 1. Binary OR, set each bit is 1 if one of two bits is 1. Binary XOR, set each bit to 1 if only two bits are 1. Binary 1 complement, which is inverse all the bits. Binary left shift, shift left by pushing zeros in from the right until let the leftmost bits fall off. Binary right shift, right by pushing copies of the leftmost bit if the form left and the leftmost bit are fall off. Logical operator. The assignment of the expression to make decision typically make use of the logical operators. The following logical operators are supported by Python: and logical and. If both the operands are true, then condition becomes true. Logical OR, if any one of the two operands are non-zero, the condition becomes true. Not logical NOT, which is used to reverse the logical state of its operand. Membership operator. Python membership operator tests for membership in a sequence such as string, list or tuples. There are two membership operators, that is in and not in. In means it returns true if it finds the corresponding value in a specified sequence and false otherwise. Not in, it returns true if it does not find the corresponding value in a given sequence and true otherwise. Identity operator. Identity operator compare the memory location of two objects. There are two identity operators. I explain types of identity operators in Python, that is operator and is not operator. Is operator means which is a positive equivalence checking operator. It is used to determine if two variables refer to one identical memory location. Or is not operator return true if both operands have same unique ID points to the same memory location. For example, the use of is identity operator in Python. Is not operator is negative equivalence checking operator. It is used to determine if two variables refer to a different memory location or not. Is not operator return true if both operators are stored at different memory location. Example, the use of is not identity operator in Python. Python commands. Commands can be used to explain Python code. Commands can be used to make the code more readable. Commands can be used to prevent execution when testing code. What are types of commands in single line and multi-line? Single line means it is the one that has a hashtag at the beginning of it and continue until the finish of the line. If the command continues the next line, add a hashtag to the subsequent line and return the conversion. For example, this code is to show an example of a single line command print, and this statement does not have a hashtag before it. This is the example. Multi-line. Python does not provide the facility for multi-line commands. However, there are any ways to create multi-line commands with multiple hashtags. For example, it is a command extending to multiple lines. Using string literals, because Python overlooks string expressions that are allocated to a variable, we can utilize them as commands. For example, it is a command extending to multiple lines. Console input in Python. The interactive cell in Python is treated as a console. We can take the user entered data the console using input function. For example, hashtag using input to take user input number equal to input. Enter a number. Print your entered number. Print data type of number, not type of number. This output is enter a number 34. You enter 34. Data type of a class string. To convert user input into a number, we can use int or float functions. Console output in Python. In Python, we can simply use the printf function or to print output. For example, print Python is powerful. Output is Python is powerful. Here, printf function displays the string enclosed inside this single quotation. Syntax of print means the printf function is taking a single parameter. However, the actual syntax of the print function accepts 5 parameters. Print object equal to, separator equal to, end equal to, flag equal to flush. Here, object which is a value to be printed, set means which is optional, allow us to separate multiple objects inside a printf. End which is also optional, allows us to add specific value like new line, that means tab or slash. File optional, where the values are printed. Its default value is sys.stdout screen. Type conversion in Python. Type conversion means it is the transformation of Python type of data into another type of data. For example, in Python there are two kinds of type conversion, explicit and implicit. Explicit type conversion means the programmer must perform this task manually. Implicit means by the Python program automatically. Python explicit conversion. In explicit conversion, users convert the data type of an object to required data type. We use the built-in function like int, float, string, etc. to perform explicit type conversion. This type of conversion is also called typecasting because the user casts the data type of the object. Example, number string equal to 12, number integer equal to 23. Print data type of number string before typecasting, type number string. Explicit type conversion number string equal to int number. Print data type of number string after typecasting, type of num string. Number sum equal to num integer plus num string. For output is a print sum num sum. Print data type of num sum, type num sum. Output is data type of num sum before typecasting, class string. Data type of numbers after typecasting, class integer. Sum equal to 35. Python implicit type conversion, which is automatically converts one data into another data type. This is known as implicit type conversion. For example, converting integer to float. Let's see an example where Python promotes the conversion of lower data type to the higher data type to avoid the data loss. Integer number equal to 23, float number equal to 23, and new number equal to integer number plus float number. It is display the value, print value, new number, print data type, type of number type, new type. Output value 124.23. Type conversion, class float. Python library. What are the Python library? Python library is a collection of Python reading the provides several utilities. Python libraries are written in many programming languages. Python libraries are the collection of utility methods, class and modules that can be used in Python application directly. These libraries provide pre-written method and class use within the Python application. Their use may range from anything from input output to data manipulator and visualization, etc. Python libraries may be written in a number of programming languages that includes C, Python as well as Java in case of JPython, etc. Python libraries provide code bundles that can be used repeatedly within a Python application. Some important Python libraries are matplotlib. The matplotlib library is used to data visualization in Python, and which is an important tool in data science. Matplotlib is a comprehensive library for creating static, animated and interactive visualization in Python. It can be used by installing the Matplotlib library and importing the necessary method using the import keyword. In concept of number of functions like plot, scatter, abort, stem, step, etc. This is the example. Pandas. Pandas means the pandas are Python data analysis library is another important tool in data science and provides utilities that help in data analysis. Pandas is a fast, powerful, flexible and easy to use open source data analysis and manipulation tool built on top of the Python programming language. Pandas is built on top of NumPy. It also provides a huge number of functions and can be accessed by installing the Pandas library. NumPy. It is used for scientific calculation and provide utilities that help in executing large mathematical calculations, and it supports by big matrices and multi-dimensional data. NumPy offers comprehensive mathematical functions, random number generator, linear algebra routines, Fourier transform and more. NumPy supports a wide range of hardware and computing platforms and plays well with distributed GPU and sparse array libraries. It can be used by installing the NumPy library. Next one, control flow statement. Control flow statements, loops are employed in Python to iterate over a section of code continually. Control statements are designed to serve the purpose of modifying the loop's execution from its default behavior. Based on a condition, control statements are applied to alter how the loop executes. What are the types of flow control in Python? Conditional statement, iterative statement and transfer statement. Conditional statement. In Python, conditional statement acts depending on whether a given condition is true or false. You can execute different blocks of codes depending on the outcome of a condition. Conditional statement always evaluate to either true or false. There are three types of conditional statements: if statement, if else, if else if, and nested if else. If statement in Python. In control statement, the if statement is the simplest form. It takes a condition and evaluates to either true or false. If the condition is true, then the true block of code will be executed. If the condition is false, then the block of code is skipped and the controller moves to the next line. This is the syntax: if condition statement 1, statement 2 and statement n. This is a flowchart of if statement. Let's see the example. Number 6, if number 5, calculate square, print number into number. Print next line of code, that my output is 36. Next line of code. If else statement. If else statement 60, condition execute, the block code when the condition is true, and if the condition is false, if it will execute the else block of code. Syntax: if condition statement 1, else statement 2. If the condition is true, then the statement 1 will be executed. If the condition is false, statement 2 will be executed. This is the flowchart of the if else statement. Password, for example, password equal to input, enter password. If password equal to NCMS, print correct password, else print incorrect password. Enter password, number correct password, output is enter password, 5 native incorrect password. If else in Python. If in Python, the if else condition statement has an else if block to chain multiple conditions one after another. This is the useful when you need to check multiple conditions. With the help of if else, we can make a tricky decision. The else if statement checks the multiple condition one by one and then execute that code. Example: print, please enter the values from 0 to 4. x equal to input, int input enter a number if x equal to 0, print you entered x if else if x equal to 1, print you entered x else if x equal to 2, you entered x else if x equal to 3, you entered x else if equal to 4. Print last one if you entered x else, print beyond the range that then specified. Nested if statement. In Python, the nested if statement is an if statement inside another if else statement. It is allowed in Python to put any number of if statements in another if statement. Identification is the only way to differentiate the level of nesting. The nested if else is useful when we want to make a series of decisions. Syntax is condition inner, statement of inner if else, statement of inner else, statement of outer if else, outer else, statement outside if else block. Iterative statement. Iterative statement means loops are used to repeat a block of code. For example, if we want to show a message 100 times, then we use a loop. It's just a simple example. You can achieve more with loops. There are two types of loop, for loop and while loop. First one, for loop. For loop means it is used to iterate over sequence such as list, tuple, string, etc. For example, language equal to script Python go JavaScript. Run a loop for each type of the list. Language. Output is script Python go JavaScript. For loop. The syntax of for loop is for value in sequence statement of f. Here, val access each item of sequence on each iteration. The loop continue until we reach the last item in the sequence. This is the flowchart of for loop. For loop, a loop through a string. For x in Python, print text. Output is python. Using for loop without accessing item, it is not mandatory to use the items of a sequence within a for loop. For example, language equal to shift Python go. For a language in the languages, print hello, print hi. Output is hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi. Here the loop returned the 3 times because our list has 3 items. In each iteration, the loop body prints the hello and hi. The item of the list are not used within the loop. Python while loop. In programming, loops are used to repeat a block of code. For example, if we want to show a message 100 times, then we can use a loop. It's just a simple example. We can achieve much more with loops. Python while loop is used to run a block code until a certain condition is met. The syntax is while condition, body of the while loop. A while loop evaluates the condition. If the condition evaluates true, the code inside the while loop is executed. Condition evaluates again. This process continues until the condition is false. When the condition evaluates false, the loop will be stopped. This is the flowchart of the while loop. For example, initialize the variable I equal to 1, n equal to 5, while I less than or equal to n, print I equal to I plus 1. The output is 1, 2, 3 up to 5. Python range. The range of function returns the sequence of numbers between the given number. Create a sequence of numbers from 0 to 3 numbers. Range of 4 equal to iterating through the sequence of numbers. For I in numbers, print I. Output is 0 to 1, 2, 3. The note range of returns an immutable sequence of numbers that can easily converted to list, tuples, sets, etc. Syntax of range is range start comma stop comma step. You start and step parameters in range of are optional. Now let's see how range of works with the different number of arguments. Range of with stop arguments. If we pass a single argument to range, it means we are passing the stop argument. In case range of return the sequence of number of starting from 0 up to the number, but which is not including the numbers. Operators in and not in. The in operator tests if a given value is contained in a sequence are not and returns, true or false. The not in operator tests if a given value is contained in a sequence or not and returns or false. For example, 3 in 1, 2, 3, 4, which it will return true. 5 in 1, 2, 3, 4, which is false. 3 not in 1, 2, 3, which is false. 5 not in 1, 2, 3, 4, which it is a true. Python break statement. The break statement is used to terminate the loop immediately when it is encountered. The syntax break. Working of Python break statement. We can use the break statement with a for loop for terminate the loop when a certain condition is met. For example, for I in range of 5, if I equal to 3, break print I 0, 1, 2. Python break statement with while loop. We can also terminate the while loop using the break statement. For example, I equal to 1, while I less than or equal to 10, print 6 up to 6 into 1. If I greater than or equal to 5, break I plus 1 plus 1. Output is 6, 12, 18, 24 and 30. Continue. Python continue statement. The continue statement is used to skip the current iteration of the loop and the control flow of the program goes to the next iteration. Syntax continue. We can use the continue statement with the for loop to skip the current iteration for the loop. Then the control of the program jumps to the next iteration. For example, for I in 1 in I range of 5, if I equal to 3, continue, print I, output is 0, 1, 2, 4. Python exit. In the built-in Python procedure, exit of quit of sys exit and OS exit, which is our most frequent used to end a program. Syntax exit of function. We can use in built-in exit function to quit and come out the execution loop of the program in Python. This exit of function is used to in the Python system module that allow us to end the execution of the program. Syntax is .exit exit of argument. Thank you.